Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another boot review. Um, I know with the last video that I put up, said that I was moving off of the YouTube platform and onto elsewhere. That's only for certain videos that, like I explained in the video, that YouTube was saying were too adult content, which is a very, if you read their what's considered adult and what's not, is very vague and whatnot. So the community guidelines are, again, it's very vague, and it's really hard to try to protest as to what is considered, what I might consider adult is not something what other people consider adult, and what I think is safe and whatnot is something that they may consider adult. And the main reason why I was doing that was because even if we hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel and whatnot, those videos still don't get monetized. I don't get anything for it. And the entire, the entire reason why I made the channel was to try to earn a couple extra dollars to be able to purchase more boots. So it was kind of a self-sufficient method of, oh, I make some money, buy some boots, make some videos on the boots, make a little more money, buy some boots. It's no, and it just becomes self-sufficient. But unfortunately, with that, things just aren't going to quite work out that way. However, as I do find other ways to get new pairs of boots, I am still going to make review videos and continue to post them on YouTube. So the channel's not completely dead. I'm not completely abandoning it. It's just, this is more the type of content you're going to see, as long as we can continue to get funding to purchase new pairs. They're going to come in real slow, unfortunately, and there's not a ton I can do about that at the moment, but here we are. So, on to the review. These are the Keaton model from Jessica Simpson. I just got them in from Poshmark, which I discovered is a great place to buy used pairs of shoes, boots, other clothing. It's a entire fashion website, kind of similar to eBay in the types of stuff that they carry, except it's just for, pretty much just for clothing. Once I got onto Poshmark, I started looking at how the site functions and how they work things, and compared to eBay, I really like some of the shipping styles and whatnot. Basically, Poshmark pays the shipping. You do pay a small shipping fee, but it's nowhere near what the shipping would be as if it was privately shipped. So it's kind of nice. If you're selling something on Poshmark, they automatically generate the shipping label for you. And no, I am not being sponsored by Poshmark. It's just, I'm a customer, and this is my first purchase from them. I also posted 2 pairs of boots up for sale on there. Again, just liking the way that they do the exchange of funds and whatnot through PayPal. It's far more safe and secure than eBay, where Poshmark will hold the funding until the buyer gets the purchase and verifies that it is what they paid for and it is in the condition that was listed in, and then Poshmark release the funds to the seller. Whereas on eBay, when you click buy, the money goes straight to the seller, and if they don't ship it, then you have to hash it out with eBay to try to get a refund and fight and hassle. And this just feels like a much cleaner, safer way to do things. As a seller, you don't make as much money as you would selling on eBay, but it's much safer, and it just feels overall a little better. Anyway, back to the boots. I keep getting sidetracked. So the Keaton model from Jessica Simpson, they are all real leather with a fabric lining inside. It's actually a fairly soft lining. I've owned a pair of Jessica Simpson boots in the past, the Yana model, and the lining was a little different from my memory. I mean, granted, that was a couple years ago that I had them, but the lining felt a little different, but not by much. Um, also the leather on these is not quite as soft as the Yana, but they're still real leather. What I was really most impressed with was the seller had listed these as, you know, they were previously used, but looking at the bottoms of them, they must have only worn them maybe once, because there's really no wear to the heel cap or to this bottom part. There's a couple little puck marks where some rocks had gotten stuck into the rubber, but overall they're in excellent shape. They do feature a half zip, nice and sturdy. The heel is 4 inches, and as you can see, it's a thicker block heel. Because my feet are larger, the heel doesn't look 4 inches, but it is. There's also a small 1/2 inch platform, so they're not very steep. I did manage to try them on. They are a size 10, and I normally wear a size 11. So they are quite tight on me, but I've looked into different various ways to stretch leather, and what they're most tight right across this portion of the foot. It's not necessarily that my toes are getting cramped down in the end and in the back and whatnot. It's mostly the width and right across this top part of the foot. So my plan is to use some alcohol to soak the leather, put them on, and then once the alcohol evaporates and dries off, the leather will naturally stretch out while my foot's in there. You repeat it 2 or 3 times, and then we'll retreat the boots with like some leather honey to restore any oils and things that the alcohol would take out of the boot. So I can't really talk too much on comfort. Like I said, I can get my foot in there right now, but they are quite tight and slightly uncomfortable. But the thing I noticed when I put them on was the shape of the heel area where your heel sits is actually got a slight angle, which is actually kind of nice. Yes, your whole foot is naturally sliding down a little bit, but because of that, this section right here is not as harsh and doesn't put a pressure point where your heel is here and then the rest of your foot wants to do that. It's actually angling it up more, so when the ball of your heel comes up, that angle is less. There's less stress on the bottom of your foot. So I did really like that. Overall, it's a real nice quality as far as in terms of the leather, the construction, the stitching, and whatnot. Which again, I've owned at least one pair of Jessica Simpson boots in the past, and it's the same type of quality that I expected from it. That other pair, I ended up having an issue where the platform kind of curled up on the edges. It's the same issue I have with the Michael Kors boots, where my foot ended up hanging over the edge of that platform and it really dug in. I don't know that I can feel the same kind of curve in these when I put it on. We'll see once the leather's stretched out, but for the moment, I don't really feel that same issue, and we'll see how it goes. I do have a couple other pairs of Jessica Simpson boots on my wish list on Poshmark that I want to purchase. As soon as my other 2 pairs of boots sell, then hopefully we'll start to see some more come in. If you're really interested as to which pairs I'm selling, feel free to send me a message, leave a comment on this video asking about it, and we can try to work something out. And I can send you links to the Poshmark site, or we can even do a private sale or something. I'm open to pretty much anything. So that's it. Again, Keaton model, Jessica Simpson. I hope I get to get these stretched out quite a bit and be able to wear them. And once I do, then we'll be seeing some more content either on this channel, perhaps when I go about stretching it, we can kind of see how it looks, or perhaps on my other channel, which you can find in the other video. So until then, I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching.